It's 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
About to say evening. Good afternoon, everybody. I just realised the mic is going to hide my tie and waistcoat, but who cares? Welcome to the final deadline stream of the season, Game Week 38. I see a bunch of people already asking whether there's any team news yet. There isn't. You're probably going to have to wait another kind of 1 hour, 30 minutes for more information, but I'm sure it will be coming. Yes, have I got a job interview? Yada, yada, yeah. Same old jokes every season. I mean, to be fair, come on. This isn't job interview suit, is it? You wouldn't wear this to a job interview, would you? You'd wear more like a white shirt, black tie. No, sorry, plain tie, black suit. Maybe something like that. I think this is specifically not a job interview suit. It better be shorts on the bottom half. It is, because every time the deadline for Game Week 38 comes along, it's absolutely roasting. Now, it's not too bad because I live in Ireland. It's generally a little bit cooler than, say, the UK. And I'm on the west coast as well of Ireland. But it's still very warm. I've been out walking today in Salt Hill with a dog. Very nice. I dropped you a DM on Twitter with a small bit of team news. Oh, yes. Was this about West Ham? Yeah, apparently. Now, I'm sure the person in the chat is completely legit. I'm just saying I've never heard from them before. But the news apparently is that Jarrod Bowen is out for West Ham. Now, that probably doesn't make too much difference to anyone, because who's holding on to Jarrod Bowen and who's bringing him in? Absolutely no one. But it does mean that Man City even more likely to keep a clean sheet. And I hate the fact that I don't have Edison. I don't want to bring in Ortega. And Vardyle's going to get a clean sheet and a goal today. I can just feel it already. That suit is a better fit than last year's. That's because I wore it to a wedding. So it's a wedding suit, not a job interview suit. I wore it to a wedding in January, and so I had to get it refitted. I had to get it smaller, basically. So yeah, what's my hang on a sec, sorry. Oh. My wife is in Manchester, and she's just sending me a video of people dressed in Star Wars costumes from the what's the Manchester shopping centre called? The Trafford Centre, isn't it? You're like a bold, healthy Southgate. I mean, I don't think you could say that I am healthier than Southgate, that's for sure. Anyway, let's get into some of the comments and stuff. We'll miss the last stream as I'm out, just a little end of season. Thank you very much. By the way, people do this every year, like when they win mini leagues and stuff. Don't feel like you have to donate money. It's appreciated, but you really don't have to. Just keep watching next season. Thanks for another season of top content. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Only thing I would change is the yacht rock intro music to your videos. I'm open to changing the intro for both the stream and the videos. Preferably something that's not copyrighted, right? Pranav, new member, thank you very much. And I've just read the one about being a bold Southgate. Appreciate that. I'm definitely more bold than Southgate is, that's for sure. Bayern Munich manager look, absolutely. I'm ready to take over if they need me. They're getting basically turned down by absolutely everyone. How many points does it take to win FPL? Well, look at about 6 o'clock tonight. Look at who comes second and add 1 point. There you go. Sorry. Lots of typing already. It's going to be that kind of day because all teams are playing at once. I'm going to play Phoenix every morning at 9:30 until the season starts. I like it. New Manchester United manager? Don't think so. Will I get a hair transplant? No, I'll just be bold because I'm getting older, you know. And these things happen, really. Life sucks. Who do I think will win the Premier League? The same team as always, Man City. I just, look, it's the last day of the season. Anything could happen. There could be nerves and stuff like that. But Man City have been here so many times before. I don't see anything but a comfortable win for them today. They might go behind possibly. Even if they went 1 or 2 goals behind, right? As long as it's not like the 80th minute, you'd expect them to come back. They're just that good, right? Rami member 32 months. Gordon and Bruno out for Saka and Havertz, or Luis Diaz for -4 and bench Isak. I wouldn't take a -4 to bench Isak. I think I'm probably going to sell him or bench him this week, but he's good. There's nothing wrong with having Isak this week. He's not worth a -4 out. Or just bring in Saka or Havertz for free and play Isak. Yeah, the latter. I'd probably go Havertz right now. We haven't really heard anything about Saka. Presumably he's going to start. I just do not see a world in which Saka's not starting the last day of the season with the title on the line. How much would it cost for you to bring back Candyland tune crowdfunding? Chris, 20 months. The thing is, the weird thing is about Candyland, right? Is there's I don't know I guess it's a company called Non-Copyright Sounds, and they put music up on YouTube and Spotify, and you're allowed to use it, right? Even if you earn money off what you do, you're allowed to use it as long as you put in the description that you're using it for whatever. And I did that, and then all of a sudden I started getting copyright strikes, so that's why I stopped using it. Basically, otherwise we'd still have Candyland right now. I wonder if I could pay them to do like a little remix of it, just so I could use on my channel. De Bruyne and Wilson to Saka captain and Mateta for a -4 or no hit. It's tricky. I mean, I think De Bruyne is going to start. Wilson, I'm less sure of. Like, if you really want to push it and you really want to go Salah captain, I don't mind it. But the theme of today's stream will probably be you probably don't need a hit this week. The league has never changed hands on the final day, ? I'm going to believe you. That's probably true. I mean, it could happen, right? City could lose. It's possible, but I just don't see it. You saw me with my dog, this morning in Salt Hill. I mean, first of all, I made a big mistake because I looked at the weather on my phone before I went, and it looked quite cloudy, so I wore joggers and a coat. Instant mistake when I got there. It was boiling. And then I took the coat off, just had a T-shirt on, and I only noticed halfway back from the 5 kilometre walk that my T-shirt was slightly tucked in at the back, so I must have looked an absolute mess. Shorts and T-shirt would have been the play, but look, still enjoyed the sunny weather. People talking about people's hair like karma doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd love to have a full head of hair and not be balding and have a receding hairline, but like, I'm getting older, lads. You know, it's going to go. Why is Isak being benched? Because I just think I've got 7 better players, basically. I mean, I'm probably going to bring Salah in, right? So who else would I bench instead of Isak? Jackson, maybe? Well, I have to sell Isak to get Salah. I can't sell Jackson, so... and if I do the Trent in for Dallo and Eze in for Gordon, I'm going to bench Isak instead of Jackson. But it's quite close. It's quite close. Also, look how long these sleeves are. That's bad. The jacket fits nicely now. The shirt is so old. It's massive. It looks absolutely ridiculous. On free hit, have a back three of Trent, White, and Vardy. Oh, nice. And have both Ortega and Raya. Should play Ortega and double City defence or play Raya and double Arsenal? Great question. I'm going to have to say Raya because Arsenal have been the best defence this season. And is Everton an easier fixture than West Ham? I think they're quite similar. I mean, if Bowen's out, maybe Man City have got it a bit easier, I suppose. But I think... I I'm going to say rare, just because double Arsenal defence has been so good this season. Bet you're wearing shorts? I am, yes. Yeah, it's too hot not to. Although, I've got the fan on. I've said this before. My wife bought me a fan for Christmas, which is a bit of a weird Christmas present, but it's absolutely doing wonders now it's summer. And I've got the door open, which is making it cooler because I'm the only one here with the dog. So I've actually set up the house so that she can, because she will go and eat stuff in the kitchen. So I've shut the kitchen door, but she can come upstairs to my office. So we might see her later. Probably not. She'll probably just chill on the sofa because she's had a walk this morning, but you never know. Great season. Thank you very much. Gakpo in for Isak or Højlund. Which one do you prefer to sell? I'd rather sell Højlund than Isak. Or Gordon out for Saka and play Isak and Højlund. No, I'd probably do the Gakpo in for Højlund, I think. I mean, Garnacho's fine, but I like Gakpo as a differential. Yo-Yo, 9 months, thank you. See you on your Euro content. Yes, that will be coming. Probably not till June, though. Loving the fit. Thanks for your videos. Very much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Bought in Ortega for a last chance bench boost to try and win my mini league. I mean, 3.6 million goalkeeper for Man City on bench boost is pretty damn nice. Pretty damn nice. Alex, hi. Isak to Wood or Gordon to Elise Eze? I'd much rather have Elise or Eze than Chris Wood, I think. Chris Wood's fine this week, by the way, but I'd much rather have the Crystal Palace midfielders, I reckon. Also, it's quite warm today, so I've actually got 2 drinks. Got 1 pint of water and then 1 bottle of water, just so I don't have to keep running to the kitchen, although I might have to run to the toilet instead. Play Bruno over Isak, given the De Zerbi news. I don't think it really makes too much difference, to be honest. I mean, Dunk is out, and they've got quite a few defensive injuries, so you could just play Bruno for that reason, but I'm not sure the De Zerbi news would really make me change my mind. What is your strategy for this week's FPL Challenge? I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what the rule is for FPL Challenge this week. I've not even looked at it. So my strategy is maybe to have a look after this stream and potentially put a team together. Have to make up 15 points in a mini league. Would you swap KDB, Isak for Salah Mateta for a -4? Only if you're going to captain Salah. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what the need is to take the hit, really. I think you'd want to do that you'd want to take a hit to get like a different captain, I think. The dedication to the 3-piece in this heat should not go no. I'm actually really cool. I'm not actually not that warm at all. Like I said, doors open. I've got the fan on. The house generally keeps the heat out quite nicely as well. Like, you know, keeps it in when it's winter, but keeps it out when it's summer type thing. 2 free transfers, Bruno and Gordon to Havertz and Eze Elise. Yeah, love that. Again, I think Bruno's fine this week, but I think Havertz and Elise Eze are probably better. Only 2-player difference from who I'm chasing, 18 points. Thinking of playing Onana over Petrovic to have more differentials. Away from home, though. I mean, maybe, yeah, if you really think Onana, but it doesn't sound to me. I feel like that's probably going to put you behind in points rather than ahead. I think Brighton will score, but I guess Bournemouth could too. What do you think of bringing in Nkunku instead of Jackson just for a punt? I don't mind it, and presumably he will start, but I don't think a start for Nkunku is 100% guaranteed, unless someone's seen news that I haven't. And even if he starts, I suspect you won't get much past 60 minutes, 65 minutes. Like, they played on Wednesday. Wednesday to Sunday turnaround is not bad, but it's not like Nkunku's fully fit. I just don't think I would do that. Bruno to Havertz for free. 1 free transfer and no Arsenal attack. Sure, if you've got nothing better to do with it, I don't mind that at all. Yeah. I'd rather have Havertz. Pinged it already on Twitter, but going to repeat here. Would you be able to update the ticker once the lineups start coming in? Well, we're not going to get the whole lineups, but any team news I'll put in the ticker. I've actually got a space on the ticker where it says team news. When and if we get it, will be here. But what I'll probably do, if we get enough, is just get rid of all the other stuff in the ticker apart from team news. Just put team news only. Has this been your busiest live chat? No. I mean, I don't want to say only because it's obviously still a lot of people, but there's like just over 4,000 people watching. I mean, I've had over 30,000 watching before, I think, on like early deadline streams. So in comparison, it's quite quite low, I suppose. Like, still ridiculous, by the way. I'm not saying it's not. Thank you very much for being here. I'm just saying, like, we've definitely had over like 25k before. I feel like the record is 32,000 watching live, but I could be wrong on that. Pranav, thank you. Solanke to Gakpo and bench Gordon. Yes. Yeah, and obviously if you're a Liverpool fan and you want to do that, why not? I mean, again, this is going to be a common theme. If you can wait until closer to the deadline, you should do it because we will get more team news than normal. And I guess there is a chance that Nunez starts, but I'm sure you agree as a Liverpool fan, the chances are Gakpo's going to start again. We're indebted to you for all your efforts. Absolutely not, but thank you. See you next year and wish you the best of luck today. Same to you. Yeah, I'll definitely be back next year. Thanks for your content. You helped me win my mini league by 358 points. Like, honestly, I hope, and you're top 7k, fair play. I hope I did help, but I feel like if you're winning a mini league by 358 points, you probably don't need my help. That's a massive lead. Jennifer Aniston is fit. I'm not sure she's starting for Man City today, but you never know. Unless I get news of someone out, I really don't have any obvious need to make a move. I'm tempted to just flex and burn it. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, my team, right? If this was game week 7, and I had 2 free transfers, I'd probably just make one and roll. Honestly, I'd just deal with Edison, for example, just roll the other transfer. But if you think there's someone that's going to score better, I mean, it sounds so obvious, doesn't it? If you think there's someone that's going to score more points than the player you've got, you should just bring them in. Even if it's only by like a very small amount, right? Unless you think that a lack of transfers is going to help you in terms of a mini league or something as a decider. Something like that. What will it take to answer Elise or Eze? It will take a lot. It'll take a lot. I mean, I feel like I've answered that question, give or take, about 55,000 times this week across various videos. I mean, let's see, right, how often I've answered this question. So put in the chat, right, if you've been watching the videos this week, who am I going to say to Eze versus Elise? Who do you think I'm going to say? Eze or Elise? Which one would I say? I'm not asking you who you think's better. Who do you think I'm going to say? Let's see who's been paying attention. Thoughts on Robertson starting? Presumably he will, but 100%. Eze. There you go, right. People listening. Yeah, Eze, because I think he's on penalties. And also, by the way, not just that, but because I think he's Larone now. It's going to be funny when Elise takes a penalty, by the way. But some people are going to have bought Eze because I've said he's probably on penalties. I do most of the time say probably. But honestly, Eze is now a differential over Elise, right? They were both, in the top 100k, they were very similar in terms of ownership, I believe. And if you look at the transfers in so far this week, Elise's had 300,000. Eze's had 52,000. So Eze is now the differential. I don't think there's a huge amount between them, personally. I mean, Elise has definitely got the form recently, right? He's playing really well. 3 goals last 2, plus an assist. Whereas Eze's only had 1 goal last 2. But I think they're quite similar. But I think Eze's going to be more of a differential now. So it depends. Like, if you want someone a bit different, that's the way to go. Why am I dropping Isak? Because I want to buy Salah, and I need someone to fund it. Burn and Edison to White and Ortega. Sure, yeah, if the rest of the team's looking good. Don't see why not. It's definitely 2 upgrades. If De Bruyne is not playing, is De Bruyne to Salah and Isak to Alvarez? If Alvarez playing for free, better than reaching out to Vardy for -4. No, I would rather not take the hit. Like, Vardy is great. I don't know if he's like have to take a hit worthy though. There is part of me that wants to just not go for... I feel like if I buy Salah, I've got to captain him. I know I don't have to. I know I don't literally have to before anyone tells me. I feel like I should. And so going for Eze and Trent instead means I don't have to captain anyone but Haaland. And also I get 2... Like, I'm looking at my team. What are the differentials this week, right? So Johnson is a differential. He's had hardly any transfers in, really. Pedro Porro might be a slight differential if people are playing double Arsenal defence and Vardiol, possibly. But I don't think he's going to be a massive one. I mean, double Arsenal defence in itself might be a slight differential still. But that's about it. So if I bring in Salah, that's my second attacking differential, him and Johnson. Whereas if I go for Trent and Eze, that's 2. That's 3 total differentials. That suit looks like it's being rented. No fit at all. Yeah. I mean, I literally were out on a deadline stream. I really couldn't give a, you know what. I don't tend to wear it that often. Third in my mini league, 5 behind top. Gordon to Elise, Trossard or Eze. I'm going to say Eze. I like Trossard, but again, he's another player that could just be off by the 60th minute. Who should I triple captain? Son, Palmer, Haaland, Salah. I mean, are you chasing? If not, Haaland's probably the better option out of the lot. But I mean, any of them, they're all good. I have Saka, Gordon, De Bruyne, and 1-3. Who to swap? Gordon, I would say, most likely out of those. Any news on Saka? Nope, not a thing, which I'm surprised about. If I hear anything, I will let you know. Why don't I go watch football live? Who says I don't? I mean, first of all, like I'm doing deadline streams just before the football starts, so it's quite difficult to just do the deadline stream and then fly to a different country, all in the same day. I mean, it's possible. If we're talking Premier League games, of course, and go and watch Galway, no problem. Missed quite a few super chats, have I? Possibly, yeah. Gordon to Eze, bench one of Watkins, Isak, or Isak to Gakpo, Mateta, bench Gordon. Well, I'd prefer Eze to Gakpo or Mateta, and I'd probably bench Watkins, to be honest with you, but he could be great, but I think I'd bench him. Trent and Elliott, or Trent and Mateta, or Virgil and Eze Elise. Ooh. Trent and Mateta, I'm going to say. Oh, that's a different question, sorry. Or Saka to Salah and Watkins to Adebayo. No, I wouldn't take a hit for Salah. In a team with De Bruyne and no Liverpool, would you prefer which do you prefer, Trent and Elliott or Trent and Mateta or Van Dijk and it? I actually think Van Dijk and Eze is probably the better combination, but I feel like I'd probably go Trent and Mateta. I don't think I have... Oh, hang on. I have 50 points between me and the leader of our mini league. I'm going to captain Salah. Any advice for high risk, high reward moves to do? I mean... like sell any of your really high owned players for low owned players, right? So any of Foden, Palmer, Son, if you really want to go high risk, high reward, you could do that. But honestly, 50 points your league's already done, and captaining Salah is already a major differential. Chasing in the mini league, what group do you think will score more? Ortega, Havertz, Son, or Petrovic, Salah, Mateta? Oh, that's really close. I'm going to say Ortega, Havertz, and Son. 2 free transfers, Fernandes and Isak to Salah and Mubama, I guess that is, but would mean if Gordon doesn't play 4-4-2. I mean, 4-4-2 could be fine. You could have double Arsenal, Porro and Vardiol, right? It depends what the 4 defenders are. It sounds more like you probably shouldn't do that, but it could be fine. Cheers for the content all season again. Thank you for watching. And going for a punt on Cho captain. Wow, okay. To chase 21 points in mini-league. As a Forest fan as well, I hope it works out. That'd be cool if a move like that did. And it could do, right? Forest are basically safe. Burnley's not a bad fixture whatsoever. You're going with no Haaland. Wish you luck. Good luck. Use a transfer on Edison or play Areola and punt the outfield. I mean, if the rest of your team looks fine, I'd probably use a transfer on Edison. I know it's boring. I get it. You don't want to use a transfer on a goalkeeper in Game Week 38, but Areola is probably not walking away from this game with many points. Now I've said that, he'll probably get a clean sheet and Arsenal win the league, but going into it, we probably don't think that's the case. Defending my mini league by 34 points. You've won it already. Thinking De Bruyne and Burnout for Vardiol and Eze, or Gordon to Eze and hope De Bruyne plays. Second place has Vardiol. Yeah, if you want to block, do Vardiol and Eze, especially if they don't have De Bruyne. You've won it though, 34 points. Very unlikely you're going to lose that. 5 points clear, 3 injuries, risk a hit or -4. Well, -4 is a hit. I guess you just mean risk the injury. As long as your 11 players are starting, then it doesn't matter who's on your bench, right? What's the best pub in Galway for the football? I don't really watch football at the pub, so I don't know. I'd probably go to the Oslo in Salt Hill. A lot of people would probably say the King's Head. There's actually quite a few places I didn't realise had nice outdoor garden area kind of venues until recently. Like, I think it's Carol's and... Is it Mary Mullins, the new place near our square? But I don't know what they're like to watch football. I haven't watched football in a pub for a very long time. I actually think, I was discussing this with some mates the other day. I think the last time obviously you wouldn't necessarily go to a pub in Galway to watch England anyway, and I've lived there for 12 years, which is part of the reason. But I think the last time I watched England play football in a pub was 2010. That's a long time. Long time. I was in Yates in Weston-super-Mare watching Lampard's goal not given. Absolute killer against Germany. Play Van der Ven in a 4-5-1 or Mateta in a 3-5. I'd rather play Mateta than Van der Ven. A few people saying they saw me with my dog this morning. You should have said hi. You don't have to say hi, but you could have said hi. Is it possible to reduce a 19-point gap if the captains are the same? Yes, but you'd need a lot of luck and a lot of differentials, I would say. I mean, just think, like, I said this on the video this week. I think if someone's got Havertz and their mini-league rival has got, I don't know, not even Gordon. I don't even know who does everyone own? Foden, right? Well, you might think I've got a differential in Havertz over Foden. But to make up 19 points just with that one play, you need Havertz to go and score like 4 goals and Foden to blank. Like the reality is, Foden will probably get something, and Havertz might get 1 extra return, and the difference will probably be like 5 to 7 points or something like that. So you need a few differentials, and you need them all to come in as well. That's why anyone like 30 plus ahead already is probably already done. Who would you bench in defence out of Gusto, Porro, Gabriel, and White? Probably Gusto, I think. But between him and Porro is probably quite close. Oh god, here we go. After you advised me not to save my bench boost for 38, I benched 30 points. Walker, Pedro, Gabriel, and Onana. Ouch. Okay, so that's good. I said not to do it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Walker didn't start, but then he absolutely smashed it. João Pedro played the second game, obviously, as well. Could there be a big upset today? I don't think so. I think Arsenal and City will both win. I think Luton need a ridiculous amount of goals. So the relegation's already done. European places are pretty secure as well. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount of change. So not really. Maybe in terms of FPL points there might be. -4 to get a differential chasing rank. Again, it depends how much you're chasing. But just anyone that's thinking about taking a hit to close down a gap in points, just remember you're adding 4 points to that total. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but... You know, that's 1 assist, right? It's not even assist. It's 1 goal for a midfielder. It's one, or just, sorry. You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's not much. It's 1 return, basically, give or take. Best pick between Havertz and Eze. I think Havertz, but it's quite close. If you wanted to go Eze's going to be lower owned, if that makes a difference, I would say. Yeah, you were correct. Yeah, but on another day, right, City concede to Spurs. That Son puts that chance away. Walker doesn't get anything from the first game. João Pedro's out for the second one because the injury's not recovered. Like, it's just, you know yourself. It's just one of those things. No real jeopardy on my league position, but I still had a dream that I overslept and woke up at 2:31 after transfer deadline. Well, here you are. You got an hour and 34 minutes to get that decision locked in. I'm 2 points above my mini-league rival. Scary stuff. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, right, obviously you want to just win your mini-league, but it's a pretty fun position to be in, especially if you're going to be with that mini-league person today watching all the games. That is good fun when it's the last day and they all play at one time. You're trying to work out who's ahead. Well, I would say on the FPL page who's ahead, but working out bonus and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a bit like the other day when I was talking about how you'd want to win a game. Like, in terms of being stress-free, you want that mini-league to be... You want to be like 30, 40 points clear already. But if you can be 2 points clear and it be close and then still win, that is better, right? It's like, as I gave the England example. If England got to the Euro final, I'd want them to be 4-0 up by half-time, just to take away a little bit of the stress. But the best way to win it would be a 95th minute headed goal by Harry Maguire. Either way works, right? Because you still win. But yeah, 2-point gap on the final day. That's fun, I think. Easy for me to say because I'm not in that position. 12-point lead in my mini-league with no Arsenal, 1 free transfer. Is Bruno to Saka match second or Havertz the best option? I mean, yeah, you could just block them if they don't have any other, many other differentials. Chelsea has 2.4 XG at home. Spurs 1.46 away. Somehow Chelsea looking better than Spurs. Palmer captain. Oh, sorry. You're thinking differential, right? I would definitely play Gusto over Romero. I'm not sure I'd play Porro over Gusto though. But also Spurs are playing Sheffield United, so you got to factor that in, right? Newcastle, Spurs, Chelsea, Man United all playing for Europe, something to play for. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, plenty of teams have got something to play for today, but in terms of upsets, I don't really see too many. Really good way to win the Euro. Get out. I'm not even reading the rest of that. Oh, Rashford, he's sent it in the wrong way, man. He's sent it in the wrong way. Need to get these sleeves down. Need to get this shirt up. Need to tuck in the sleeves. Chasing 27 on the mini league with 4 to 5 differentials. Mateta, Salah, Saka, Johnson, Trent, double Arsenal defense. Nice. Should I captain Salah instead of Haaland? I would for 27 points, I think. As long as you're more than happy for it to go wrong. If you want to kind of hedge your bets where you want to kind of keep your rank but also just chase down the 27 points with those differentials, captain Haaland, but otherwise I go Salah. Thanks for all the advice, John. Thank you very much. Mayo for Sam. I'm still not... I feel like I've read up what that is about before, but I couldn't tell you right now, I don't think. I'm 18 points behind Min League. I have 5 different players. Would you captain Palmer or Haaland? Like 5 players, you're hoping that all of them make up about 4 points over the 5 players that they've got. Like it's not very likely that all 5 players will outscore their different 5 players, if that makes sense. So you probably do need a different captain as well, I would say. Like 1 or 2 of those differentials might work out. Is that going to be enough for 18 points though? Like even if 3 of them worked out, they'd have to get at least 6 over the others. I just think you have to go differential captain as well. Chasing 9 points on free hit, have differentials, Mo captain. I mean 9 points isn't that much. Like differentials might do it enough, but Salah captain is nice, yeah. If that's who I would go for if I really wanted a massive differential. His ownership's going to be super low compared to Palmer and Son. 94k, didn't captain Haaland in the last 2 game weeks, fell to 130k. See, this is what happens. Like people always say, you need to go different to climb up the ranks, but this stuff can also happen. It sucks, but it can. My best rank ever equals 129k. Do I play safe and captain? Yeah, I would captain. Oh, and chase 100k. Well, chasing 100k is up to you, really. But to beat your best rank, I would just captain Haaland. You're so close. You just got to hope that everything else works out. Second in my mini league by 7 points. My keepers are Pickford against Arsenal and Fleck and Newcastle at home. Only 1 free transfer. Is a -4 worth it for Foden to Saka, Pickford for Ortega? No, I wouldn't take a -4 to get rid of Foden. I would just get a different goalkeeper or just play Flecken. I have 34 points in my mini league. Should I Edison and Burn to Ray and Vardio for -4 or Gordon to Eze Elise? I would just not take the -4. Like, I should probably say that it's absolutely possible that Vardio goes and smashes it again today. Like, if Vardio scored and got a clean sheet and 3 bonus, it wouldn't be a massive surprise. So, maybe a -4 is okay, but I just think you've got to hope at this point he doesn't do that again, even though it could happen. What was the message you wouldn't read about? Well, I can't tell you. Just joined, Glenn. How's it going? 23 months. Any news on Saka? No. Nothing so far. If I see anything or get anything, I will let you know. With a 15-point gap in mid-league, would you still captain Haaland? Johnson, Parry, De Bruyne as differentials. 1 free transfer can do Gordon to Elise or Isak to Mateta. Yeah, like honestly, it's difficult, right? There's a lot of maths questions going on. Is Johnson, Parry, De Bruyne enough differential? Again, you need all of them to work out really to close. Well, you don't necessarily need all of them. 2 of them getting 8 points more than your opponent's differentials. Like, you probably need someone who's better with numbers than me, right? But I feel like 15 points is almost the exact stage where I would start thinking about differential captains. Like 12, 13, maybe just having differential players is enough. I feel like 15 or more is where I would start thinking about changing my captain to. Any truth in the West Ham sickness bug news? I don't know, but someone has said that Jarrod Bowen is out. But I can't tell you how 100% accurate that is. I think they sent me the info in good faith. They don't look like someone that I got to say this because they might still be watching. But no, but in all seriousness, they don't look like someone that would message fake news for the sake of it. Put it that way. I can usually tell the accounts that do that. Man City are absolutely going to smash it, aren't they? Sam C confirmed the West Ham news, but did he confirm that Bowen was out? Overall rank 350 from Hong Kong. Very nice. Watched all your content throughout the year. Thank you very much. Mega thank you. Enjoyed it a lot every day. Elise versus Eze to keep rank. Again, I'd probably go Elise. Like if you're thinking about ownership, Elise is going to be higher owned. I reckon Man United play a weakened side with the FA Cup in mind. Can't risk injuries. I don't really agree. I think the side will be weak because that's who they have available right now. I don't think that Varane and Lindelof will get pushed, for example. But I don't think it'd be completely surprising if Martinez started. Because you don't want to risk injuries, of course, but you also want to get some of these players like a bit of minutes behind them. So I don't think Varane or Lindelof will be put straight in. But Martinez maybe. If not, he'll probably come off the bench for a bit longer. In fact, the benching is probably the most likely. But anyway, Fernandes is probably the only one that really matters, and Garnacho, and I think they'll both start. I don't think Fernandes will get rested for next week, unless there's an issue there. 33 points ahead in my mini league. Gordon to Eze and Isak to Gakpo for -4. I would just do Gordon to Eze. You don't need to take the -4. Overall rank 900, very nice. 2 points inside 1k, 2 points ahead in min league. Oh, nice. Oh, that's great all round. What a final day. Maybe top 1k, maybe winning a min league. Gordon to Havertz, Saka, or Isak and Gordon to Salah and Mateta -4. I think my rivals will punt on Salah. I would not take the -4, honestly. I'm in the final of the National Cup. Wish me luck. Greetings from Ukraine. Good luck. Thanks for everything. Thank you very much for watching. 25 points ahead of my mini league, but worried my opponent brings in Salah captain. Would you do Isak and Gordon to Salah and Wood -? But here's the thing: what if they don't? What if you bring in Salah and they don't, and they bring someone else in who absolutely smashes it? 25 points is pretty much done. I would not take a -4. I would rely on the lead, because if you take a -4, you're then cutting the gap to 21, which is still probably fine, but. Brighton is the third worst XG the last 10 games. Yeah, they've been terrible. How can I say you're a Nana over Petrovic? You can. There's nothing you can say today that would make me... I mean, Man United must be pretty terrible defensively over the last 10 weeks, right? I'm seeing that Gordon hasn't travelled with the squad. Yeah, again, I can't verify that. I don't know if that's legit or not. Is Saka to Havertz worth it? Probably not. Unless we get news that Saka's out, which seems unlikely. Potential for Wolves to replicate a Stoke for Gerrard's last ever game. I don't know what Stoke did. Oh, did they win like 6-0 or something? Or am I imagining that? Did they smash Liverpool? Is that what you're... I don't think so anyway. Everyone is asking questions. Is there anything you want to ask us? No. But thanks for asking. Thanks for asking that question. 5 now, okay. Where to see the early team news? Right here. 2 free transfers. How does Gordon to Eze and Bruno to Maddison sound? It sounds quite nice. I actually think I prefer Johnson over Maddison, though. His underlying numbers are pretty good. Probably a bit more goal threat than Maddison, I would say. Pascal Gross is the ultimate differential this week. I don't think that's true. Don't mind him, though. The thing is, right, this is the funny thing about differentials. We're all talking, Havertz differential, Elise differential. They've had over 300,000 transfers in each. So they're not necessarily as differential. Salah's still only 125,000. I think I've got to go for Salah. Salah's the GOAT of FPL. He's been an absolute legend. Klopp's last game. I'm going to go for the narrative. I think I've got to. And plus, double Arsenal defensive is so good. I don't really want to bench Saliba. 2 free transfers. Oh yeah, I already did that one. On free hit, currently have Saka. Any news? No news. Till when should I wait before moving to Havertz? Like 229? No, 225. I don't know if I would have risked too late. Salah's last game. No, I think Salah's going to stay. Is Trossard better as a 1 week punt if Saka is out? Trossard might play more if Saka's out, I guess, but I think I'd just go to Havertz. How can I afford Salah? I'm going to sell Isak. Would you start Johnson over Isak? If not, would that change if the guy top and 9 points in front of you didn't have Johnson? I definitely in the first scenario, you could maybe just say that Isak's better than Johnson because of penalties and stuff. But in the second thing, where you got someone 9 points in front of you and you got Brennan Johnson as a differential against Sheffield United away, I'm playing him for sure. I would only do Gordon to Eze -4 if we find out that Gordon's definitely out. I mean, he is obviously a bit of a doubt, so it's possible. Thoughts on Chris Wood? I think he's been a bit unlucky not to score more over the last few weeks. I think he's playing Burnley. I think he's a nice, cheap option. Can you tell me why fantasy annoys me more than betting? No. You'd have to tell me that. But honestly, if something frustrates you that much, you should probably just not do it. Or not play it. Bruno to Trossard or Isak to Gakpo for a different... Which I know is generally easier said than done. But honestly, why play something or do an activity that frustrates you that much, you know? Bruno to Trossard or Isak to Gakpo for a differential. I'm going to say, because I think Bruno's going to play more than Trossard and is on penalties, I'm going to say Isak to Gakpo. Although, honestly, you could go the other way around. The thing is, Bruno's also more of a differential than Isak. So if you're going different, sell the guy that's higher owned, right? And Gakpo's probably going to be lower owned than Trossard. Should I sell either Gordon or Bruno Fernandes to get Foden? I would sell Gordon. Play Petrovic or Vicario. I mean, I'd probably play Petrovic just because he's at home. I wouldn't be surprised if Vicario outscores him. I don't know. Can I really see Spurs getting a clean sheet? Probably not. Sam, I've answered that question a couple of times now. On bench boost 38, weakest link might be Mateta. I think Mateta's fine. By the way, Muniz's shots have dropped off the radar. Pedro low team expected. I mean, Mateta's probably fine. I think. If your team is in good condition, how bad would it be to burn a transfer? Look, if you can't make an upgrade with your transfer, you should burn them. But even if you got someone on the bench you can improve, might be worth it. Double Chelsea defence versus double Spurs defence this game. Well, I mean, it depends on the players, right? I would play Petrovic and Gusto over Vicario and... yeah, it depends on the players, right? I'd rather play Porro and Gusto than Gusto and Cucurella, I suppose. By the way, do we think that Gusto definitely starts? Is that a guarantee? We're all assuming he does. What if he doesn't? Is that possible? He's probably starting. He's probably starting. It's Romero versus... Yeah, exactly. So I just play Gusto. I'm second in my mid-league by 19 points. Is it over? Probably. But go put a couple of differentials in. Captain a differential. Job done. I'm thinking between Ortega, Havertz, Son, or Petrovic, Salah, Mateta. I would definitely go Petrovic, Salah, Mateta if I was chasing 19 points, and maybe even captain Salah and hope for the best. Again, just to reiterate what I've said a million times this week already in videos, just be sure you're prepared for stuff to go wrong if you captain differentials who you don't believe are the best option. Like Salah captain is not bad, but most people think that Haaland is better. And if you're one of those people and you're captaining Salah, you got to be prepared that it could go wrong. But it could also go right. You never know. 4 points ahead of my mid-league. I have Salah and they don't. Nice. Thinking Isak to Gakpo. Feeling Liverpool go big today and bench Gordon. Seems fine to me, yeah. 4 points ahead. Very nice. I think there's a lot riding on the narratives today. Like Liverpool's Klopp's last game. Will it be a wash or will they absolutely smash it? You just don't know. 7 off 10k. Saka, Havertz, Eze or Bruno. I'm going to say Eze is going to be the lowest owned out of them, so I'm going to say him. I don't think the others are... I mean, Saka's probably a better than Eze if he starts, but I think they're all pretty good. I'm defending a 3-point mini-league lead. Front 8 the same, defense similar, teams the same, players are different. Only real difference is Vardiol versus Gabriel. If you've got Vardiol, I'd be quite happy about that. If you haven't, you're still probably okay. 1 point behind, although both things can't be true. Either way, it's going to be close. 1 point behind transfer. 1 point behind transfer Edison to Ortega or Burn to Porro. Well, it depends who the other goalkeeper is, doesn't it? If you've got another goalkeeper that's perfectly fine to play and you're having to play Dan Burn, I'd rather do Burn to Porro. How is Sheffield United on aerial game? No idea, to be honest. Not sure. I haven't looked at the numbers for that. But I mean, I don't know if it massively matters because Spurs are just so poor from set pieces. I think Spurs will concede, but I still don't want to not play Porro. Havertz, Son, or Diaz differential captain? Son. Rumours of Gordon not in the squad. Yeah, I've seen them as well, but I don't know if they've come from like an account we can 100% like say of 100% certain it's definitely the case. How does Gordon to Eze? Yeah, Sam, I've answered that question now. You keep spamming it. I've answered it already. It sounds fine, yeah. Although I'd probably rather go Johnson. $103k wanting top 100k. Already have 3 Chelsea. Want Jackson or Nkunku. Currently have Højlund worth -4. Nah. Like Jackson's good, but Petrovic and Gusto are fine. Palmer's great. Bench one of Gabriel, White, Romero, Walker. In brackets, Vardio. Well, I would play double Arsenal defence and Vardio, I think. 13 points behind in mid-league. Bruno, Gordon, Isak to Salah, captain, Elise, Mateta. -8. No. Don't think. Then you're 21 behind. I get it, Salah captain, but you could, if you just want to go different, you could just captain Bruno if you really want to go differential, right? Must be someone else you can do apart from Haaland. Captain Son over Haaland for a differential of 19 points. I think you need to go different if you want to chase 19. Start Gusto or Romero, Gusto. For me. Would you swap Romero for Porro or keep Romero? Already have Vicario and Son. Well, if you've got nothing else to do, then it's an okay move, but I suspect most people have got a better move they could do. Chasing 30 points, Son and Isak to Salah and Mateta -4. But then you're chasing 34 points. Remember that. And Captain Salah or Gordon and Isak to Elise and Gakpo minus. Okay, if you're going to do a -4 either way, I'd rather get Salah and captain him. Yeah, there's stuff coming out about Newcastle. I just can't. I don't know if it's true or not. You see a lot of managers mention Isak for Elise. Yeah. Elise is very popular this week. Is the Gakpo news confirmed? I'm seeing some leaks, but don't know how reliable. I don't know. I've not seen anything yet. Need to get rid of Sarabia and Branthwaite. Any cheap midfield options? 4.5 million max. What to actually start or just to bring in? Like 4.5 million midfielders. I haven't looked in that price bracket all season. I don't think. Scott McTominay will probably start. Who else is even for? Sarr might start for Spurs, I guess. McAtee for Sheffield United. He hasn't been starting recently. Kobbie Mainoo will probably start. I mean, 4.5 minutes. Like, to actually play. If it's not to play, I wouldn't just pick one of those names I've just mentioned. Elliot Anderson might start for Newcastle. I go McTominay. I think, yeah, out of all those, I've just said, I think I'd go McTominay. If it has to be 4.5 or under, Sarr maybe against... If Sarr probably will start and he's got Sheffield United away. Oh, how much is Ahmad? Yeah, okay, hang on. Oh, Ahmad's 4.4. Ooh. Could Rashford start and Garnacho play on the right? Or Rashford on the right, Garnacho on the left? Maybe. Ahmad probably starts though, doesn't he? 4.4 minutes. Ahmad Diallo. Boom. There you go. I don't even know if Rashford's fit. What are my plans on FPL finishes? I've actually got something to do tomorrow, kind of work related. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing stuff-ish normally, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break till probably June, and then the Euros content will start. I say till June. It's not that far away, but that's the rough plan. 1 free transfer chasing 17 points. Pick one, please. Edison, Gordon to Ortega, Saka -4. Again, it depends who the other goalkeeper is, really. Isak, Gordon to Mateta, Cho, so Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White. Edison, Byrne to Raya, Vardiol. Gordon to Eze. I'd probably just not take the -4 if you got another keeper and just do the Gordon move, I think. Saka to Havertz or Gordon. I would get Gordon to Elise instead of Saka to Havertz, I think. You don't need to bench Mateta, but I think the two players you're looking at bringing in are better than Mateta. 26 points behind in mid-league. Firstly, is it Saliba or Romero out for Trent? Romero, I think. Or Edison to Ortega and Foden, Salah -4. He has Saliba and Foden. Okay. In that case, I'd probably take Saliba out. I mean, 26, you've got to captain a differential anyway. I wouldn't take a -4. Well, unless you really want to captain Salah, but you can probably just go for someone else. So I guess Saliba out instead of Romero. Walker to Vardiol or Dubravka to Ortega and Walker to Robbo -4. I would just do Dubravka to someone and not take a -4 and just not get Vardiol either. Edison, Isak, Bruno to Ortega, Mateta, Salah -4. Maybe in that case it could be worth it, yeah, because Edison's not playing. 24 points behind first, but with 7 different players. But he has all the differentials because he used free hit on week 37, unlike the rest of us. Can I win? I mean, 7 different... Yeah, it's possible. I would captain the differential too. Gordon and Bruno to Eze and Odegaard or Elise and Saka. Elise and Saka, I think. I'd rather spend the 4.5 on a Luton player of United one. Okay, yeah, do that then. You should do whatever you want. Would you play Jackson or Isak? I'm going to play Jackson over Isak, I think, if I own both. Just because he's at home. Not much more to it than that. Mateta or Isak or Jackson, who to get for Muniz? Like, who to sell to get Muniz? Probably Mateta, I guess, out of all those. Leading mid-league by 32 points. Same mids and forwards. I have White, Vardiol, Petro. Yeah, you've won. He has Webster, Dallo, and Vicario. Can do a -8. Still 24 points. You don't need to do a -8. You're 32 points ahead, and your players that you've got are much better than theirs. Just make a free transfer and be done. There's tweets saying Isak bench, surely not. I really don't know. I haven't seen it from like an account I would know, basically. I mean, it could be true. Maybe Wilson's starting instead. I hope it's true because I'm going to sell Isak. Saka will be permanently flagged next season. It might be. Gordon and Richarlison out to Havertz and Son. 45k rank, 2 points behind mid-league. Should I play it safe with Son or bring in Salah and dead rubber for a hit? Like, if you can get Salah and your team's still fine, I would get him. But otherwise, Havertz and Son is great, I think. Don't think there's any issues with that. Let me just have a quick look here. If true, Isak. Yeah, I mean, if that's true, everyone's going to be selling or benching Isak. Which is a bit annoying because that's what I was going to do anyway. But I guess it's one less high-owned player that can absolutely smash me. I need to change the music as well. I'm going to put Linkin Park on. I kind of wanted the dog to come and say hi. Maybe I'll call her up in a minute. Favorite flavor Neapolitan ice cream. So is that? I'm gonna have to. It's one of those things that because you're live, you wanna just double check. But is this strawberry, chocolate, or vanilla? Yeah, if so, vanilla. I don't mind like strawberries generally, but not ice cream. And chocolate ice cream is terrible. Like, I love chocolate, but chocolate ice cream is maybe the worst ice cream. Yeah, I think chocolate might be the worst ice cream. Is Saka out this week? I'm going to guess no, but I don't know. Is Nkunku nailed? No, I wouldn't say nailed. Yeah, mint chocolate chip, nice. Is it a strong... Like, chocolate is great in general. I don't think... Chocolate ice cream is just rubbish. Like, plain chocolate ice cream. It's terrible. Do 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 do. Ice cream with chocolate in it, plus other things, is great, but chocolate. Yeah, exactly. So I'm talking plain chocolate ice cream. It's terrible. I mean, now if it's like a dairy milk ice cream where it's like vanilla inside and dairy milk outside, that's really nice. If it's just plain old boring chocolate ice cream, ugh, no thanks. Anyway, Mid-League 20 points up. You've won. Pick 3 defenders: Porro, Saliba, Gabriel, Vardio. I think you've got to play Vardio. I think I would play. I'd bench Saliba, I think, but it's close between him and Porro. 2 free transfers chasing 10 points. Should I go safe? Romero, Bruno to White, Havertz, or Son, Isak to Salah, Mateta? I have Edison in competition as Vardio. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I hate the fact that I've lost Edison when everyone's got Vardio. It's going to be a killer. I already know I'm going to get a red arrow because of that. I can just tell. I'd probably go the Romero Bruno route. Triple captain still to play Salah or Haaland, winning mid-league by 50 plus. Just go Haaland, I guess. Unless you want to go mad differential for any other reason. Not that Salah's a mad differential. Ahmed, 33 months. De Bruyne to Saka or Gordon to Havertz Elise. I'd get rid of Gordon before De Bruyne. 1 free transfer, no route to Saka other than selling De Bruyne. I think that's fine. I'm not going to have Saka either. I feel like I'm kind of okay with that. Maybe I shouldn't be. People seem worried about him. Yeah, maybe I should be a little bit more scared of Saka. Yeah, but like when you say a Magnum, right? Magnum chocolate is not the kind of ice cream I'm talking about. I'm talking like if you got like a tub of vanilla ice cream, but instead you had a tub of chocolate ice cream. It's plain chocolate. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of chocolate ice cream. Would you captain mint chocolate ice cream? I do like mint chocolate. It's not necessarily my favourite. There's a nice ice cream shop in Galway. Is it Gino's maybe? I don't know. It's probably not actually ice cream. It's gelato or whatever, however you say it. But Dan, there's some good stuff in there. Kinder Bueno, Oreo, that kind of thing. I really want some ice cream now. Take a minus. Maybe I'll go and get a 99 in between streams. Take a -4 for Elise in and Saka out. No, probably wouldn't do that. Robertson starts, apparently, according to who? I think Tomiyasu will probably start again. I don't know if I can guarantee it, but I think he will. Raspberry Ripple, good choice. Watkins, Mateta, or Wood? Or just burn the transfer, play Gordon and bench Isak? No, I'd rather play Isak over Gordon. Or maybe Elise Havertz for Gordon and bench Isak. Yeah, I prefer Elise and Havertz over the 3 forwards you've mentioned, so I'd just bench Isak in your case. Did you expect to spend so much time talking about ice cream? I didn't realise. I don't think it is that controversial, but maybe people are really love chocolate ice cream. Raya for Dubravka or Havertz for Gordon or Mateta for Isak. Have 1 free sub. I mean, who's your other goalkeeper? I don't know. I don't think Dubravka's going to start. If you've got another playing goalkeeper, I'd probably do Havertz for Gordon. I think. Will, 2 free transfers. Gordon needs that to Salah and Wood, Mateta, or Dallo and Gordon to Trent. I mean, that's exactly the same decision I'm on, basically. I'm going to probably go for the Salah and a cheap forward route. But, I mean, honestly, they're both pretty close. 13 points behind. Now 10.8 million in the bank and bench boost left, but the bench is bad. Would you do a -4 to fill the bench? I would take -4s to get a bench boost out, yes. Yeah. And then hope that that's enough to fill 13 points. It could be on its own, to be honest with you. Mateta's so good lately for the price, 5.1 million. Yeah, but just remember, price really doesn't matter now. The only thing that matters is whether you've got enough money to buy that player. What their price is after that, really, who cares, right? There's no Game Week 39. Not for FPL. There is a Game Week 39 that some of the FPL content creators and stuff are playing in. If you want to check that out. I'm 23 points off 10k. Should I play safe and go for it? I mean, only you can decide that, right? I mean, the reality is 23 points, you're probably not getting it. If you do want to go for it, you've probably got to go different. Are you willing to risk your current position? Only you can answer that. If the latter, then Garnacho and Gordon to Eze and Elise Havertz for a -4. Okay. I will be benching Isak and going with 5 minutes. Captain Haaland or Palmer. Yeah, again, Haaland if you're happy. Palmer if you want to really push it. Garnacho and Gordon to Eze and Elise and Havertz -4 is fine, but then you're 27 points behind. So you really need to decide how much you want to go for it. By Havertz, Elise, start Gordon, Isak chasing. I would probably get Havertz over Elise, and I'd probably start Isak over Gordon. Abu, thank you very much. Any leaks yet? Not really. Not from the usual suspects anyway. I'm sure it's coming, right? There's an hour left still. Isak bench according to FPL mode. Let me see. Yeah, it's come from an account called Football Joe. Dedicated to Newcastle United, not affiliated with Newcastle. I've not heard of that account, so I don't know. I don't know. It could be correct. All I can say is there's rumours going around from some accounts that that Isak could be benched. I don't know if it's true or not. Bench one of Isak, Jackson, Eze. Isak for me. If I had a wildcard chip, who would I bring in? Haaland and Salah probably, top two. Football Joe usually pretty good with Newcastle news. Okay, there you go then. Maybe it's true. Maybe Isak is benched. I'd also go for probably Trent if you're wildcarding. I mean, I did a free hit video if you want to go and check that out. I mean, that's basically what a wildcard is in Game Week 38. Jamrock, thank you very much. Mid-league 30-point lead. You've won it. 2 free transfers. Edison Dallo to Ray Vardio. Seems pretty good, yeah. Oh, you'd rather use the free transfers on mids than do that? You're 30 points clear. You're probably fine. By Havertz, Elise. Oh, I did that one already, I think. What is my favourite Star Trek series? I don't really watch Star Trek that much, but in terms of theme tune, I quite like, I think it's Voyager. Is it with Captain Janeway, I want to say? I like the theme tune for that. When can we expect Saka news? I don't know. Sometime closer to the deadline. We might not get any at all. I don't know. On free hit, who is the best differential Saka replacement? Already have Son, Johnson, Salah, Palmer. Eze, probably. Salah. You got Salah already. Eze, yeah, probably. Foden differential captaincy over Haaland. If you want a captain differential, yeah, go for it. Gordon needs that to Mateta and Saka, or go for Havertz. Right now, I'd probably go for Havertz, but I'm almost certain Saka's going to start. If Isak is out, sell him for a -4, play Garnacho. I'd probably just play Garnacho. I don't know if Wilson starts. Presumably he would if he's fit and Isak is out. Because if Gordon's also out, then who's playing up front? Daniel, thank you very much. Will a 25-point lead in my mid-league win it for me? Almost certainly, yeah. Almost certainly. Speculation that Isak could be out as he's not in the match day graphic. Oof. Wait, is that it, though? Is that the only reason? If Isak is out, would you risk starting Wilson with no confirmation of a start or take a -4? If you've got a decent enough first bench, I'd risk it, I think. But if you haven't, then I'd take a -4. Kulusevski is a big shout benched against City. I don't think so. I don't think Kulusevski is a very good FPL pick. I mean, Sheffield United, so if he starts, he could do well, but generally not great. If Wilson is fit and Gordon's out, I believe Wilson should start regardless of whether Isak's out. Yeah, probably a fair shout. Nick, gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much, as always. I'm 6 points away from 200k, and Vardio is a rank killer for me. I can do Edison to Raya and Dallo to Vardio for a -4. Does it seem worth it? I would probably just do Edison to Ortega if you need to change him. Like, at that point, the only thing Vardio can hit you with is attacking returns, which absolutely could happen. But that's probably what I would do. Which is the best differential striker under 10.6? I mean, basically, that's every striker that's not Haaland, right? That's every single striker. Gakpo, maybe? Gordon out for Elise or Havertz? I'm going to say Havertz. Which game's on free-to-air in Ireland? I don't think any of... Oh, I'm wrong, actually. Yeah, Brighton and Man United. Oh, so the 4 games I can watch are Brighton versus Man United, Chelsea versus Bournemouth, Liverpool versus Wolves, or City versus West Ham. So Arsenal's not even on TV. Oh, no, it's on TNT, sorry. I missed that. Oh, so there's 5 games, so I could just watch Salah instead of having to watch Man City or Arsenal. I like that. I probably will watch City, though, because my son's at that game. I've been hoping for his sake, and he's gone over with his club, basically. And I was kind of hoping that the title would go down to the last day. Because, like, when you're a kid and you go and watch, like, Man City, you want to watch Haaland, De Bruyne, Foden, etc. You don't want to watch the... Like, yeah, you don't want to watch, like, Calvin Phillips and Nunes, etc. So it's good that there's going to be a lack of rotation. Eat well. I love the fact you called him by his second name. He's a legend. He gives a membership every deadline stream, as far as I can remember. He does do it quite a lot. Yeah, maybe every deadline stream. Thank you very much to Nick. Nick Pope's uncle said he's back today. Chance of a clean sheet? Not that high, I would say. This is not my wedding suit, although the waistcoat I did wear for my wedding. Yeah, it's quite similar. Protecting a 4-point lead. My opponent has Johnson. He'll probably go Gordon to Eze or Elise. Should I go for Johnson to protect or Elise or Havertz? I mean, 4 points. I wouldn't. I'd just go for whoever you think is best. Like 4 points is not probably worth protecting. Like that could just be one player that messes that up for you. Like what if? I would just go with whoever you think is going to score the most points out of Johnson, Elise or Havertz. I'd probably go Havertz out of those lot. Thoughts on Højlund to Gakpo? Fine if you've got a spare transfer, yeah. Am I wearing pants? Everyone's very concerned about whether I'm wearing pants or shorts. I can tell you now I'm wearing shorts because it's nice and cool. So I have De Bruyne, Gordon, Isak. What to do? Bench Isak and get Johnson, Foden, Havertz. Sounds good to me, yeah. Overall rank 5k, second in my min league by 9 points. Do I sell Isak, Bruno, Gordon for Salah, Elliott, Muniz for a -4 and Captain Salah? Or is that too aggressive? Yeah, I mean, 9 points is not a huge amount. I mean, a -4 takes you to 13, but then you get to Captain Salah. If you want to absolutely go for it, that is a way to do it. I don't think you necessarily need a differential captain, though. But I don't hate that. 13 points with Salah captain could be done. Break. Maybe the best differential forward is actually Watkins. Crystal Palace away. Can we see the shorts? Nope. You can see my freaking long sleeves though. Loz, how's it going? Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. You've probably had this 1,000 times. But anything on De Bruyne, Gordon, Havertz, armband punt. Like, who would I go for out of those? I think I'd go De Bruyne. He may actually be lower owned than Havertz this week. It's probably not going to be, but it's going to be quite close. And I really just think it's going to be comfortable for Man City. If Isak's bench, just play Bruno or take Isak out for Gakpo -4 and bench. I wouldn't take a -4 to bench Bruno. I'd just bench Isak. Start Burn or Gusto? Gusto, surely. Thanks for your content. Thank you very much for watching. I have Raya, Trent, 1 free transfer, just burn it. Raya, Trent, Saliba, Vardy, damn. Palmer, Saka, Foden, Son, Jackson, Haaland, captain, Isak, Porro, first bench. Nothing in the bank, so you can't even do like Saliba to Ben White. Yeah, I mean, you could just burn it. Like, obviously, if we find out for sure that Isak is out, you could just change Isak to another forward just to give yourself a better first bench. But your first 11 doesn't look like an issue. Would you do Bruno and Gordon to Havertz and Elise? Would you do Bruno and Gordon to Havertz and Elise and play Petrovic? Or do Edison and Gordon to Ortega and Havertz and play Bruno? So, okay, Ortega, Havertz, Bruno. Ortega, Havertz, Bruno. And you're going to... Okay, so you're having Havertz in both. So it's actually just Elise and Petrovic versus Ortega and Bruno. I'd probably go Petrovic and Elise, but it's pretty close, to be honest. Play Isak, Romero, or Burn. Probably Isak, unless we don't know unless he's definitely confirmed out. Apparently, that Football Joe account's pretty good for Newcastle News, but I've not really seen them before, so I don't know personally. Dallo, Walker, Gusto, Cucurella start 2. Walker and Gusto seems pretty good to me. Thoughts on EFL Fantasy? Great if you watch a lot of EFL, I would say. It'd be interesting to see how they do it. Like, will they have a competition for each league? Will you be able to pick players from any league? Will it just be Championship, which is probably the most likely, I would say? But then why would you call it EFL Fantasy? I have to wait and see. Start Isak, Madison, or Gusto. I think Madison out of those. Will Gordon play? There's rumours that Gordon's out, but again, for me, it's just rumours that I don't know for sure. Think you're never wrong. All three. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We don't know, basically. But I feel like if you call it EFL Fantasy, it should be any league. It could be interesting, though, because obviously you're just getting points, like 5 points for a goal or whatever. So it'd be cool if you could just pick a forward from the Championship, League 1 or League 2. I've managed to cross the 100 points barrier last week with 146 points. Very nice. Is it worth taking a hit to win my mini-league cup? Yosko in for Dallo and Eze for Gordon. Well, again, only you can answer that, right? If you think that's what's going to win your cup and you're not worried about what the hit does to your overall rank, go for it. Surely Dubravka starts right. Why bring Pope back for one game? Why not bring him back for one game? If he's fit enough, why not, right? Gordon to someone for free. Eze, yeah, I'd go Eze out of those. I mean, Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs White have kind of mostly been forgotten about. They're not bad differentials against Burnley whatsoever, but I think I prefer Eze. I know I should just bring in Vardy for free, but really want to swap in Salah for Son for -4, mostly because I want Salah for the final game, and as I'm 48 points out. Well, you're 48 points ahead. That's done. So just do whichever you prefer. I can't confirm whether the Isak stuff is true. I don't know, is the honest answer. I feel like no one is talking about buying Foden. I think most people just already own him. Should I buy Foden or one of the more popular punts like Havertz or Eze? I mean, out of those three, I think Foden is arguably the best for this week. But if you want to go a bit different, go for one of the other two. Stranger Man, thank you very much. Top my league by 97 points. Having fun. Gar Cap. Who's Gar? Vardio, maybe? Or someone else I've missed. 33 months, by the way. Thank you very much. Yes, so again, I'm not going to keep saying it, but the rumor is that Isak is benched and Gordon is out. I don't know if that's true or not. Would you rather punt on Gibbs White or Gakpo today? I mean, Gibbs White's minutes are probably going to be better. He's probably on penalties as well. You could argue he's the slightly better option, I think. Have you ever considered doing a live FPL by position player ranking for each game week? A lot of the blank for blank questions are not as specific as people think they are. I'm not sure what you mean, to be honest. Captain Palmer to win a head-to-head matchup. Sure, if you need to go different. I think a lot of the questions are: should I do this to increase my rank? Or I get the questions that are like, I'm behind, like what should I do? But the questions of should I go for it or not? I mean, that's up to you, really. Like, you have to decide what would be better for yourself. Are you willing to risk your overall rank for a mini-league win or something like that? You probably should be, right, in most cases. But it's up to you. What socks am I wearing? Black ones? From Tesco, probably. Please rank these to buy. Eze, Gakpo, Watkins. Probably that order. I mean, we shouldn't forget Watkins. He's been incredible this season, but I honestly think I would buy him last out of those three. Leading your mini-league by 99. I mean, it's done. Captain whoever you want. Captain someone that's not playing. You'll still win that mini-league. If no Saka, who takes penalties for Arsenal? Probably Odegaard next. Is it worth selling Maddison to a Palace midfielder? Maybe if you've got nothing else to do, but I think Maddison's fine. And not bad at all, actually, for Sheffield United away. 348 in the world, £750 mini-league and cup double money coming in. Very nice. Am I doing challenge this week? It's a great one. I genuinely don't know what the challenge is. I'm sure someone probably told me earlier, but I didn't. Final day. Managers can only select a maximum of one player from each club. Okay. That is a good one. I haven't done it yet, though. I might do it later. Andy Ramsey, I just want to say thanks for the great content this year. Top notch. Thank you very much, by the way. Do I take a -4 Isak to Wood? Not unless you have to play Isak. If you can just bench him, I'll just play someone else for free instead. To be honest. Treble Arsenal defense for differential in a tight league. If you've got a defender you need to sell, yeah. But I mean, defenders aren't necessarily the differentials I would look at, although Vardio has been great. Bench one of Trent, Porro, Gabriel, Vardio. Or play all four and bench Eze, Isak. I mean, if Isak's benched, I would definitely play all four of those. I wouldn't take a hit to not play them. If Isak starts, I'd probably bench Porro. I don't want to. I can't bring myself to say bench Porro, but I guess Gabriel is better. Gordon and Bruno to Eze and Havertz would bench Isak, or Isak and Bruno to Salah and Meniz would bench Gordon. So basically, Eze and Havertz or Salah and Meniz. I'm saying Eze and Havertz, I think. Brendan Johnson or Eze? Eze. Isak to Gakpo or Gordon Saka? Gordon Saka. Sina saw Raphael, thank you. If no, oh yeah, I did that one. If no, Saka. Saka's surely starting. Surely starting. $400,000 subs is so close. Yeah, it's been close for a while. It's not going to happen now before the end of the season, but it's fine. Like, we'll hit it eventually. De Bruyne, Gordon, Isak to Salah, Eze, Mubama for a -4. I'd probably just keep De Bruyne, to be honest. Just sell the other two if you need to. What do I think of Bruno to Elise? It's probably fine, yeah. Probably fine. Do minus hits go against the cup? That's a good question. I don't know, but presumably they do. Presumably they do, but someone who plays... Yeah, no, in the cup games they would, right? Seb on goal. Here he is. If Isak is benched, him and Gordon to Salah and Mateta -4, or just play Garnacho. I'd probably just play... I think playing Garnacho is probably the most sensible route, but I get why people want to take the -4. Second in my work league by 6 points, winning a £250 euro dollar gift voucher for 12 points. Sorry. Okay, so you're ahead of. Okay, so you're in a position to get a gift voucher by 12 points, but you're 6 points behind. Thinking Gordon Garnacho to Saka Trossard -4, different captain also. Well, it depends. Are you trying to win, or are you trying to just stay 12 points ahead? I wouldn't take a -4. I would just play Garnacho and sell Gordon to someone. 6 points doesn't necessarily need a differential captain, I would say. Again, is the Isak stuff true? I've got no idea. Playing triple captain this week. Best candidate apart from Haaland. Have Havertz, Son, De Bruyne, Foden, Palmer. I'd probably go Palmer and then maybe Son. Possibly the other way around. It's quite close. Bench one of White, Gabriel, Vardio, or Porro. Probably Porro, but I don't like it. First place, 2 Premier tickets. Very nice. Well, if you want to go for that, then differential captain, I would say. Just to maybe give yourself a bit more of a chance. Is going differential that big? I mean, it can be if it works out, yeah. I'm having fun with Garnacho, but what are realistic the best differentials this game? Havertz, Elise, Eze, Saka, Gakpo, all the ones we talked about all week. Although, to be fair, Elise and Havertz are being heavily brought in, so they might not even be differentials at this point. If you want true differentials, Chris Wood, Muniz, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White, Gakpo, I think I already mentioned. He's not being brought in by that many people. Brennan Johnson, Maddison. Start Muniz, Bruno, or Gordon. Probably Bruno out of those. Haaland starts. Yeah, that is a shock. Haaland starts. There you go. There's your big team news. I mean, I'll put it in the ticker. Yeah, I think De Bruyne is more interesting probably for Man City. Should I sell Isak? Already have Haaland and Mateta currently 10 points ahead of my mid-league. If you've got nothing else to do and you can make an upgrade, yeah, you should do that. Haaland starts, I'm so surprised. Yeah, I know. There's a league title. Anyone think there's a league title at stake? At least we're getting news 45 minutes to go. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sure he'll tweet about De Bruyne as well. As someone with Isak and Gordon, this is nervous times. Yeah. I mean, I've got 2 free transfers. I'm going to sell them both anyway, so it's not that bad. Although I guess it'd be annoying if I bought someone in who wasn't starting. Like, I really want to know if Salah starting would be good. What's the Isak news? Supposedly he's benched, but I don't know how true that is. And supposedly Gordon's out. 10 points behind on my mid-league. Palmer or Haaland captain. Have Elise, De Bruyne, Saka and Trent as differentials. I'd be tempted to let them make up the points and captain Haaland. It's quite close. It's hard to know for sure. Porro, Bruno, Isak to Trent, Havertz and Gakpo -4. I would just do I would probably just not do the Trent move, I think, out of those. But yeah, if you really want to do it, it's not a bad hit. Start a Dingra or Hoyland. Man United defense pretty poor. A Dingra should start, right? I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say Hoyland, but that's probably a little bit of Man United bias there. All the Isak news seems to have come from one account. Yeah, I mean, that tends to be how these things start. I don't know. I mean, because it's the last day, I would probably just act on it. If this was like a normal deadline, like Game Week 21 or something, I really wanted to keep Isak long term. I'm not sure the news we've had so far would make me move on him, but I mean, they could be completely legit. I just don't know. Thanks for a great season. Thank you very much. Bruno and Gordon out for any 2 of Luis Diaz, Havertz, Trossard, Elise, Eze and Burmo. In Burma, interesting shout. I'd probably go Havertz and one of the Palace midfielders. I'd go Eze. Most people would go Elise. A differential forward, I think Chris Woodman is or Gakpo, probably the top options. I paid for fantasy football thinking I'd get my money back when I don't win my min league, but somehow I have a 202 point lead. I think you might win that min league. Surprised about the watch along. Why are you surprised? I mean, I've done it pretty much every year for like 4 years. No, I don't think I did it last year, actually, to be fair. I usually do it in Game Week 38. Isak, De Bruyne. What game will I watch? Probably, I don't know. I should watch City or Arsenal, I think, because the league is on the line. But I'm going to own Salah probably, so I kind of want to watch Liverpool. I have the leaker muted on Twitter, and I only do that in extreme circumstances. Yeah, again, I don't know. So that's all I can say. I wish I could sit here right now and tell you that's absolutely true or not about Isak. I just don't know. And I'm a little bit chilled about it because I'm going to sell him anyway. I might have done it last year. I can't quite remember. On free hit, if there's no news on Saka, should I keep or change to whom for a differential? Havertz, Elise, Eze, Elise. I'd probably go Havertz. Like Saka will almost certainly start, but I guess why take the risk? I'm inside the top 3K and 3 points behind mid-league. Thoughts on Salah and Mateta versus Son and Gakpo? To be honest, it's really close. I'd probably go Salah and Mateta. Gordon to Diaz on a free. Can't afford Salah in 1. Yes, I wouldn't take a hit. Isak, De Bruyne, Gordon, Saka with 1 free. What would you do? Just sell Gordon, bench Isak probably. Yeah. It depends who else you got on your bench, right? That you can play instead. Diaz or Por? I'd probably go Por because there's no guarantee Diaz will start. Just woke up from an afternoon nap in the Austrian mountains. Wow, nice. That sounds pretty cool, to be fair. Nice place to be watching an FPL deadline stream. Time for a good beer and football session with father-in-law. Nice. Up the Spurs. Good luck. I hope Spurs smash it today. Played Dallo, Burn, or Brantthwaite for -4. Oh, sorry. Or Brantthwaite for -4. I would just play Dan Burn, I think. I wouldn't take a -4. I only prefer Eze over Elise because I think he might be on penalties, and the stats are quite similar between the two over the season. And also, Eze's just more differential at this point. Elise is great. If you want to go Elise, just get him instead. Romero, Bruno, and Isak to Trent, Havertz, and a benched forward for -8. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Bruno and Romero are fine. Isak's fine if he starts. Best punt out of Eze, Elise, Gakpo. I mean, punt? Probably Eze, to be honest. I better check. I'm just going to quickly check the old Instagram. Don't usually get many leaks there, but you never know. Someone might have messaged me. Let me see. Someone said Liverpool team, same as last week, but Robertson for Gomez. But I'm not sure how legit that is, to be honest. I just haven't heard a lot from them before. That's the first time they've ever sent me team news, so I don't know. If you already had Salah and 2 free transfers, who would you move Gordon and Isak to? Gakpo and Eze, probably. Check Spy on Cop. Alright, I will. Sunday 7 Aka. Pre-Klopp farewell breakfast. Yeah, interesting. That's the last couple of tweets. That was worth checking. I know they're good usually, by the way. Isak, Bruno, and Gordon in my team with 1 free transfer. Who should I sell? Gordon. I think out of those. Gordon out, Saka in, or Garnacho out, Saka in. Gordon, I think. Might be slightly perturbed if you weren't expecting to wake up in the Austrian Alps. Yeah, that would be weird. That wouldn't be quite as fun. Start Mateta or Jackson. Jackson for me, I think. Best punt out of Eze, Elise, Gakpo. Eze, I think I did that one already. Go get the dog. I'll call her up after this. To be honest, like, we went for a walk this morning. She's done like 5.5 kilometers, and like it was quite warm as well. So she's pretty happy to just chill all afternoon. I'll probably take her just round the block between this stream and the watch along. Just for anyone that doesn't know, I'm doing a watch along stream starting around 3:45. I'm not going to have the normal graphics I have for the watch alongs, unfortunately. That's my fault for just not thinking about it early enough. But I can put in the ticker what the scores are. That should do. It's basically, you're going to see this stream set up for like everything today, basically. But it's fine. I see the number 1 in the world, Uncle Blah. Wait, the number 1 in the world is Jonas, no? Or sorry, is that their team name? Oh, sorry, that's their team name. Okay, I don't know what that means. Uncle Blah. Uncle Blah. I see the number 1 in the world, 46 points ahead. Yeah, it's 1. No pressure there. Yeah, not really. I mean, it probably does feel a little bit weird. I've spoken to Jonas, although not about his team really. I'm 24 points ahead. Only way I could lose is if Matt from Middlesbrough goes Salah captain. Well, you never know. But yeah, Jonas has won it. Congratulations to him in advance. I'm not like he's not even trying to jinx it. He's won it. Like, there's just no way he loses 46 points on the final day. The people in second, third, it says you're gonna have to go like they're gonna have to like captain Salah or something. Can you do a spin on your swivelly chair to celebrate the season ending? No, I'd probably like bang stuff in my room. It's very. I haven't really got much space in this office. Like it's a big enough office, but the dimensions are just not good. It's more rectangle than square. Team set off to watch Lando now. I'm guessing that's an F1 thing, not a Star Wars thing. Thanks for being here week in, week out. Season. Thanks for watching. See you on the watch long. I'll catch you then. Saka Elise versus Tomiyasu Saka versus Salah Wood. Jeez. Saka Elise, probably. Although, honestly, differentials, I'm saying Salah Wood. But if it's a mini league, it depends who the people ahead of you own. Salah, Mateta, Van der Ven, or Tomiyasu, Saka, Bruno. Salah, Mateta, Van der Ven, I think. I'll split between these combos. Well, Salah, Tomiyasu, and Saka, right? But you probably can't do that. Probably the first one. Yeah, Odegaard, Havertz, or Saka. Havertz on the info we have right now. Play Romero or Dallo. Romero, I think. 11 points off first in my mini league. I have a similar team to you apart from Garnacho, Romero / Dallo, Johnson, 2 free transfers. What would be the best differentials? All the ones we talked about all week. Eze is probably the one that I would buy if you want a midfielder. And if you're selling Isak, Gakpo. Son to Eze on 49k just for fun. If you find that fun, yeah. I mean, Son is playing Sheffield United away, though. It's worth pointing that out. Gordon out, Saka and... Oh, yeah, did that one. Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, choose one. I think Havertz is the best of those... I think Saka's the best of those options, but I don't know. I'd want to know he's definitely starting, but surely he is. Surely he is. I just don't see any other option. 31 minutes. I don't know if I can make that without a toilet break. F1 on silent, but watching and listening to Let's All Get. That's the way, yeah. Who really wants to watch F1 anyway? It's just a bunch of cars driving around, you know? Lando Norris probably couldn't do the Kessel run in less than 12 passes. He probably couldn't, no. Gusto starts, according to who? Eze or Gakpo? Eze for me. I don't know if we want to get back onto ice cream chat. Bruno to Havertz or Isak to Gakpo. Bench whichever I keep. Well, I mean, if everyone else is going to start, I'd rather have Havertz. De Bruyne out, salary -4. Captain Salah not a City player. Chasing Millie by 20 or Arsenal mids. I'd probably just captain De Bruyne if he's going to start. Which presumably he will. We might find out. FPL Tony might let us know. Oh, Diaz, Gakpo, Salah and Trent all start. So that means no Darwin. Salah starts. I'm bringing him in. I'm getting Salah. I'm going for it. Last day, I'm going for it. Like as if Salah's like this random differential. Okay, let me... I'm just gonna put the team news pretty much in the chat. Haaland, Trent, Diaz, Gakpo. I might actually separate. I'm just gonna put team news only. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just going to put team news in the ticker. Because then I can like put stuff like I'm not 100% sure if this is true or not. 10-point min lead. Take a -4 Gordon Isak to Gakpo and Eze. Like, if you've got 8 attackers and 2 of them are Gordon and Isak, you could just bench one rather than taking the -4. 22k Captain Salah, 22k, very nice. I mean, he's my next favourite captain after Haaland. At least I can say that. So it depends if you want to go different, really. I mean, 22k is already a really good rank, so you could just captain Haaland and play it safe. I mean, like, that might be sarcastic, but Salah is a massive differential this week for what he can do. Yeah, I've already put FPL Tony info in the ticker. The ticker should just be team news now. No news on De Bruyne yet. I'd say Tony's biding his time. He'll put it out later. Presumably he'll mention De Bruyne anyway. Is Haaland essential? What a question for game week 38. Haaland is very good, I would say. How long do I give it to make my transfers? I'm probably going to do it with like 5 minutes left. So, Jesus, this shirt, honestly, I need to get a new shirt. Let me just tuck this in a bit. It looks ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Don't know if this looks any better, though. It doesn't look any better. Look how stupid that look. As Philip, do you know, Az is in the chat. Happy Game with 38. Thanks for joining us. I asked Az if he wanted to come on the watch long, and he said, no, I hate you. He said, I hate you and I hate your viewers. So, otherwise we'd have Az. I asked Az and he said no, and then I just couldn't bother to ask anyone else. Next season, I will definitely, in advance, get people on for the watch long for Game Week 38. And I'll think about it in advance. See, that's exactly what he said. Hates me, hates all the viewers as well. Classic Az. He's not the nice guy that everyone thinks he is. Diaz or Eze Elise in for Gordon. Eze for me. Elise for everyone else. Elise's going to smash it. I can't believe you said Eze. Just go Elise. Petrovic or Vicario to start. Petrovic start. Porro or Garnacho. Just to thank you for your amazing content. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Downgraded Isak to Mubama and Gordon Salah. Hopefully the GOAT of FPL can do it for one more time. Fingers crossed. Salah is pretty good at football, generally, even though he hasn't done it recently. I'm not looking forward to the knee-jerk stream already, because if I get Salah and he doesn't do well, he's not been getting many goals recently, so why would you bring him in? I can see it already. Next season, 10k. We'll see. Competition's tough these days, although FPL Harry just keeps smashing it every single year. He's on for I think he's on 3 top 5k finishes in a row, which is ridiculous, by the way. I think Ben Crennan's doing crazy good too. Own worst enemy. Wilson starting? I don't know. I mean, presumably he is if Isak's not, but I don't know. Double Arsenal defense or Madueke? I'd probably play Madueke. Why not? After 12 seasons, this will be my retirement from the game. Wish me luck on Salah Triple Captain. I wish you luck, and we'll see you next season. Need Haaland, have Walker, Foden, De Bruyne, who to sell? Walker, probably, out of those. Should I start Wilson over Isak? Oh, I really don't know. I don't know how legit it is. Try and wait a little bit longer, I guess. Are you wearing a full suit or just shorts? I'm wearing shorts. Like, it's the beauty of being on a webcam, right? You don't have to... Although I might have to go to the toilet in a minute, so... Bruno or Isak if both starting? Isak, I think. I'm quite hungry, actually, as well. I probably shouldn't go and make some chicken, though. Probably should finish the stream. Salah's last Liverpool game? I don't think it is. I think David Ornstein said he's pretty much staying next year. Any team leaks, any team news is going in the ticker now. Anything that we've got, please read the full ticker, right? I've put the Isak and Gordon rumours that are going around, but I cannot confirm they're legit in any way. I do not know. So this Tony stuff is usually pretty sound, as we know, but the rest of it, I just don't know. Isak to Gakpo and Burn to White from the Isak money. Yes, looks good. Any news on Robertson or De Bruyne? Not yet. But thank you very much, James, for watching. Again, any team news we get that I think is either legit or like is a goodish rumor, I guess, I'll put in there. Gordon for Eze or Elise? I'm saying Eze. Again, everyone else is saying Elise, so just go with everyone else. I don't know what I'm talking about. My dad is bringing a radio to the Emirates to get live updates for the City game. What do you think, mug or cold? Come on, can't call your dad a mug. I like it. That's the quickest way to get the info, right? Robertson starts according to who, though? According to who? Lose the tie? Nah. I mean, I could lose the jacket and just go waistcoat only, but the shirt's just too big. Have Isak, Gordon, Bruno. Isak and Gordon to Watkins and Elise, or Isak and Bruno to Watkins and Havertz. The Gordon one, I'd say. I'm selling Isak anyway. Anfield Insights. Okay, so I've got Anfield Insights blocked, right? But I will say most of the time they are correct. Most of the time they're correct. Thanks for everything. Thank you very much. 17 months, JSY. Appreciate it. I'm going to have to go to the loo. And it's better to do it now than in 20 minutes. So I'll be back in just a second. Oh. And we're back. Right, 1 pint down of water. Now, some more. It's too warm. I'm here. Good luck the dog to present. Don't think she's got too much insight. Yes, I wash my hands. I'm 14 points down in one mini-league, 8 points up in another. Gordon to Elise and start Jackson, or Gordon, Isaac to Havertz, Mateta for -4 and bench Jackson. I play Jackson. Simply FPL, thank you very much. When are the beers coming out? They're not. I'm not going to be drinking today at all. I mean, generally I'm just trying to drink less. But also I've got something to do tomorrow that I don't want to be hungover for. So no beers. Why is no one talking about Saka? Lots of people are asking about Saka, but I just think they're a bit worried that he might be benched or something. He's not going to be benched though, is he? He's just not going to be. Elliot Diaz or Gakpo can't get Salah. Diaz, I think. Great season, thank you very much. 9 months. Looks like a rented shirt. It's just a very old one, so like it's just very big. Way too big. Buy one of Robbo, Gakpo, Johnson, Eze, Elise. Eze. Nathan, did I miss one? Oh yeah, sorry. Currently top 25k. Been neck and neck with you all season. Good luck in the final game week. You're gonna beat me. It's done. I was 25k and now I'm not. So it kills. But yes, fair play to you. You've won that. Hopefully you keep that top 25k place. That's a real nice finish. Ads as well. I don't think I did miss any others. Saka and Garnacho. I did actually. Sorry, yeah. Saka and Garnacho or Trossard and Bruno. I'm going to say Trossard and Bruno, but it's quite close. It is quite close. People saying talk amongst yourself. I am back now. I'm here. This is me. Is there anyone going on the wall? I don't know, to be honest. Like, Palmer maybe, but I don't know if that's that interesting. Eze is a differential captain. Sure, if you want to go differential, why not? I mean, anyone that's not Haaland is pretty much a differential captain this week. So whoever you think is going to score the most points outside of Haaland should be the one. Yeah, Taylor, Zabani, nice moments. Were they enough, though? I don't know if they're enough. I don't feel that strongly about them. Can we go for a season and not put anyone up? No, Mateta won't be on the wall. No chance, because I didn't own him. Isak to Mateta or Gakpo if Isak is benched. I'm going to say Gakpo just because I think it could do really well. Jackson surely closer to the wall than Palmer. Yeah, Jackson, but it's only 2 weeks. Is that enough? I don't know. Charlie T is not a bad shout. Vardy, no chance. No chance. Gordon Eze or Edison Ortega and Gordon Havertz -4. Probably the -4 if Gordon's out. Gakpo, Havertz or Trent for a differential captain. Havertz. Again, anyone that's not Haaland is going to be a differential captain this week. So, FPL South says Saka start. Yeah, I'm not going to put FPL South in the ticker. They just take news from other sources. So maybe someone else has said that Saka starts. They just delete. I've said this many times before. They just delete anything they have wrong. They're not a very good source, and they've been caught out a bunch of times. Sam, member for 8 months. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me all season. Up the bragging rights league. Scallywags to win. Good luck. Okay, you got 17 minutes to get your transfers locked in. I'm going to leave it with about 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to make mine, I think. Don't want to risk the site going down or something on the final day. That would be super annoying. Not that it will, but just in case, you know. Someone's just to at FPL Harry. You're in the wrong stream. You're in the wrong stream. You should go and watch Harry's stream. He's better than me. Gigs out for Vieira. You reckon Kwanzaa is worth a pick or go Tomiyasu? I'll probably just go Tomiyasu. Is there a Euro 24 fantasy league? There will be, but I've not set any of it up yet. Edison to Ray or Ortega or play Areola and do Isak, Gordon to Gakpo, Havertz or -4. I mean, again, like if Isak and Gordon are out, then I'd probably take the -4. But you must have another goalkeeper, right? Oh, Areola. I'd maybe take a -4 in that case. It's quite close. Though. You should probably just play Areola, to be honest. And just make the other move. Start Isak or Garnacho. I say Isak right now, but I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know whether to bleed this in because if he's benched, he's coming on, right? If Isak and Gordon are out, then Wilson starts. Presumably, yes, that would be the logical idea. Would you do Gordon to Eze or Isak to Gakpo? I'd rather have Eze, I think, out of all those. And Son differential captain, I like it. Gakpo or Diaz in? I think Diaz over Gakpo probably. Just because he's a midfielder more than anything else. Mateta, Wilson or Gakpo chasing a 40-point deficit. Oh, with bench boost. See, if I was more confident about Wilson starting, I'd definitely say him. Otherwise, I'm saying Gakpo, I think, if you're looking for differentials. But obviously, you'll know whether they've got Mateta above you. João Pedro or Mateta? I'm going to say João Pedro. But again, very close. -4 dunk to Saliba and Gordon to Eze. Dunk. -4 dunk to Saliba and Gordon to Eze or play Isak. Have you got no other defender you can just play instead and just do Gordon to Eze? If you haven't got any other defenders, I'd maybe take the -4 in your case. I don't know how many more times I can talk about Isak. I do not know if it's legit. Would I act on it? Maybe because it's the last day and I just think it'd be annoying to have someone benched. I just don't know. I just can't. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could say he's definitely starting or he's definitely not. Gun to your head, Saka or Saka if they both start. I've said that all along. But I'm just a little bit worried it's been so quiet about Saka. But I've got no doubts he starts. I really don't. Why not Mateta? Villa will be hungover and away. I mean, Mateta's fine, yeah. Mateta's a good pick. Garnacho to Havertz captain? Sure, why not if you really want to captain Havertz? I mean, I said this on videos this week, or maybe I said it on the stream. If you're picking a good player with a good fixture, it's a good punt. By definition, it's a good punt. So if you want to go for it, just go for it. Each of you individually will have to decide how much you want to risk it, how much you're willing to, gamble, whether you mind falling down an overall rank if it goes wrong. But yeah, I mean, if you want to captain Eze or Havertz or Johnson or Son or Palmer or Salah, whoever it is instead of Haaland, go for it, right? It's your team. It's no issue with it whatsoever. I mean, I'm captaining Haaland, right? I'm not going to change that. I'm happy with where I am. I haven't got a mid-league I'm particularly worried about, so it's a bit different. Eze or Havertz. Gordon to Eze for a -4, or just play Romero. Just play Romero, I think. Tight one, though. Martin, 14 months. I got Robbo, Gordon, De Bruyne injured. I think De Bruyne will be fine, by the way. Would you start any of them if... Yeah, I would start De Bruyne. Yeah, I would start De Bruyne. I think Robertson will likely start, I think. So if I was going to use a transfer, it'd probably be on Gordon. 1 point behind on my mid-league with only White versus Porro the difference from first place. Gordon for Eze, Havertz. Or Isak. I wouldn't take a -4. I would do Gordon to whichever... I would do Gordon or Isak to whoever you think is the least likely of those three that your opponent's going to bring in. If it's none of them, I would just get Havertz. Isak to Gakpo and Branthwaite to Robertson -4. I probably wouldn't take a -4, even though they're playing Arsenal. Johnson or McAllister is a good Johnson. Start Porro or Muniz / Mateta selling Isak. Whoever you bring in for Isak over Porro. Gordon out -4. Got Son, Palmer, Foden and Garnacho plus 2.3. If you can just bench him instead, I would just do that. Don't see why you need to take a -4 for it. Only 12 minutes till the deadline, by the way. Do not miss it. Foden starts and De Bruyne starts. Is that according to FPL Tony? Foden starts, okay. De Bruyne is from Lazy FPL, right? Isn't that the second week in a row they've had it? They never seem to tweet the same players. It never seems that Tony and Lazy FPL tweet the same. Like, oh no, maybe they're working it out between themselves, or maybe there's just nothing in it at all. Sort of wanted advice on which one to start from that chat. From which chat? Let me see. Start. Oh, you've got Muniz and Mateta. I'd probably start Mateta, I guess. Start Gusto or Van Dijk. Van Dijk. 2 free chances for Gordon, Isak. For Gordon plus Isak. Get Saka and Gakpo or Salah and Mateta, I think. I wouldn't sell Garnacho. And I'd probably play Isak over Burn unless we get 100% confirmation Isak's out. I'm 6 points ahead and have taken Gordon to Havertz. Should I take out Isak from -4? I would just play Garnacho. Dallo or Burn. Craig, thank you very much. Garnacho to Elise, bench Isak. Yes. Wouldn't take the -4 unless you need it. Any Arsenal news? Not that I've seen so far. It doesn't look like I'm going to get anything, by the way, if people are waiting for me to have Arsenal news. Less than 10 minutes of the deadline now. I'm pretty tempted just to make my moves. Like, what am I going to get that's going to... Like, are we going to get Spurs news or Chelsea? It's probably unlikely. We have had quite a bit of news. We haven't had... I mean, I did say we're not going to get every team's team sheet ahead of the deadline. We might not get anything more than normal. FPL Mode says that Saka starts. Does he know that, or is he quoting someone? I don't... Yeah, he just says need some news on Saka. Newcastle, yeah. Again, only the rumours. Could be correct. I really don't know. As I've said all week, I'm selling or benching Gordon and Isak anyway, so this news doesn't really make too much sense. Where did Lazy FPL post De Bruyne? They didn't post it now. I think they're now trying to get the followers up on the Professor account they've got, the Professor Lazy. But I saw someone retweet it. Okay, yeah, sorry, it's not. I better put in the correct. Oh, hang on. I've put in brackets the account it's come from. I just saw it retweeted. I thought they retweeted it, but maybe someone else did. Hang on a sec. I don't know. I saw it retweeted anyway. I've put in the correct source now. I I wouldn't put any more super chats in now. There's no way I'm going to get to all of them before the deadline. Also, my computer seems to be freezing a little bit, which is not ideal. By the way, if you haven't already, subscribe. Why not? Give the stream a like. Tom, thank you very much. $23.99, very specific. Appreciate it. I've enjoyed the content all year. My rank is rubbish, but don't care if we get a West Ham miracle. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. Take the family all for ice creams. Appreciate that. I might go and get my dog an ice cream if the ice cream man comes along. She loves ice cream. And before the dog experts tell me in the chat you probably shouldn't give your dog ice cream, she only has a little bit, right? I don't give her a whole 99. Thank you very much. Accidentally missed a message. Gordon out for Trossard or a Palace mid? I would go for a Palace midfielder. And I would go for a Palace midfielder over Gakpo. Petrovic, Saliba, Gakpo / Elise or -4 Ray Vardio Eze. I probably just wouldn't take the -4. I think those players are fine. 4 points behind my min league. My mate got triple captain. Ouch. I bought in Johnson for Gordon. Should I captain someone else? I probably would, yeah. They're going to triple captain, so they're going to get another 10 plus ahead of you, probably. De Bruyne to Salah or Isak to another striker? If so, which one? Probably Isak to another striker. Gakpo, Jackson. Bruno to Havertz for a hit. I wouldn't sell Bruno for a hit, no. Gordon to Eze or Havertz and Isak to Gakpo or Mateta -4. I would just do Gordon to Eze. Which one do I start out of, Isak or Højlund? Probably Isak, unless we know for sure he's out. On free hit, still no Saka. I mean, Nikhil, you've asked a lot about Saka. I don't know what more I can say. If you don't want to take the risk, go Havertz. I think he's perfectly fine, honestly. Like, just make it and chill. You're on free hit, you'll probably do fine anyway. I don't know if we're going to get any news. I'm like 99% certain Saka will start. I think it'd be crazy if he doesn't, given what's at stake. But we just don't know. I did that one. All right, 6 minutes to go. No more super chats now. I'll never get them. With 23.99, you can treat the dog to a magnet. Well, she's definitely not having chocolate, that's for sure. I'll call her up after this. I'll see if she can. I'm not going to go down and get her. I'll just call her. If she can't be bothered, I'll just leave her. On bench boost, would you roll with Isak and hope or take a -4? That's really tough, isn't it? I think I would hope on bench boost, but should that really make a difference? Probably not. Vardio starts according to FPL Tony. Bloody Vardio, honestly. He's going to absolutely kill me again. Let me just get rid of this weirdo. All right, you've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds to make your final decisions of the season. Remember that if it's a last day punt, anything can happen in a 1 game week shootout. So try not to overthink it now. If you're between 2 players, flip a coin. Honestly, Havertz is great. If you want to go for Elise, he's great. If you want to go for Eze, he's great. If you want to go for a Gakpo punt, he's good. Maybe not great. If you want to go for Salah, great. If you're 15 plus points behind, then yeah, you probably need a differential captain. And anyone is differential other than Haaland, because that is who most people are going to go for. Is Saka bench? I doubt it, but I don't know. Don't have any news at all. Nothing's come in whatsoever. Yeah, Vardio starts. I've already put it in the ticker. Trust me, I'm on it. I just saw it. So someone's just... By the way, before I say this news, right, this is just from a random person on Instagram. And obviously it's not true because FPL Tony's already said it. He said, I've heard that Haaland is sick and will not be starting against West Ham. Thank you, random Instagram account. That's not... Tony said he's starting. Don't start panicking. Less than 5 minutes. I think I've got to make my moves. Watkins to Gakpo -4. I just keep Watkins. Oh. By the way, I feel like in hindsight, my move should probably be Edison to Ortega, as boring as that sounds. I think it's much more likely Man City get a clean sheet than Chelsea. But whatever, I guess. And let me just check something here. Oh, yeah. Let me just put this on, which should work. So, Salah coming in. 3.3. Which cheap forward should I get? I can get Chris Wood, 4.7. Meniz, 4.3. Adebayo, 4.8. Luton have to go for it, don't they? I'm going to bench whoever I bring in. I think I'm going to get Meniz. But he's away, right? Away to Luton. I could get Adebayo. I can't afford Mateta. He's more expensive. I think I'm going to get Chris. I think I'm going to get Chris Wood. Someone's got their predicted Arsenal with Thierry Henry. Looks like Isak's starting. According to who? According to who? Or what's Praz done? I always want to copy Praz. Yeah, Praz has done what I would do. He's gone for Eze instead of Elise because Eze is now more differential. I would do the same, honestly. Everyone's buying thingy. Chris Wood should have scored quite a few goals recently. Menez has got Luton, though. They're both away. Either way. I'm going to go Chris Wood. Why not? Okay, we've got 2 minutes. It's not worth the risk of like any last minute news. I really think this is the problem with the last day. There's so many options. I could get Trent and Eze. I could get Ortega and Havertz or Eze. Gordon, Isak, Salah, Chris Wood in. Job done. Oh shit, I better start Salah. And I'm going to put Salah vice captain. Even though we know Haaland starts. Boom. That's the final team of the season. No hits. We're locked in. There is part of me that really wants to captain Salah, but I just can't bring myself to go through the pain of no Haaland. He's going to be so heavily captained this week. I've saved the team. I'm just going to check it on another screen, though, to be absolutely certain. Yeah, that is it now. Hang on. How many? Minute and a half left. Minute and a half. Okay, we're in. Pick team. Petrovic in goal. Chris Wood first bench. Dan Burn ahead of Dallo. I think they both concede. Dallow's due a goal. I'm going to put Dallo second bench. Even though you should probably play Burn ahead of Dallo, I think. But just because it's Man United, I'm going to put him ahead. Isak starts. According to who, though? According to who? I should captain... Oh, Tony's now tweeted that De Bruyne starts as well. Anyway, we already knew that. Salah vice, Haaland captain. Brennan Johnson and Salah are the two that I really need points from, basically. Everyone else doesn't really matter a huge amount. And UFC Will. Yeah, but Will, didn't he say that he's... I don't know. He's been wrong about stuff before. Has had some info, but I wouldn't... I don't know. Okay, reckons Isak starts now. Oh, Isak is with the squad. I don't know if he starts. No sign of Gordon. Okay, so Gordon seems to be out. Isak's starting, apparently. So anyone that's thinking about... Anyone that didn't have to sell him or didn't want to sell him, you can probably play him. If that's true. I don't know. I'm going to take the... Oh, it doesn't matter about the rumours in the ticker now. Thanks for all the content. Have a great summer. You too. Thank you very much for joining me all season. And we are done. Change the ticker now. Sancho starts. We're locked in. For the final time this season, we are done. Now everyone can enjoy their life because they don't have to worry about FPL. Don't have to worry about FPL. By the way, the problem with bringing the dog up is I don't know if you'll be able to actually see her, but appreciate everyone tuning in for this whole season and this stream. There's over 15,000 people watching at one point. They're all going to shoot off now. Absolutely get that. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. Give a like for the final stream of the season. Why not if you haven't already done it? But very much appreciate it. We will, just before you go, I am doing a watch along, which will start around 3:45 this afternoon. So obviously we'll keep track of all the FPL points and stuff like that. And I'll be watching one of the games. I'm going to do my normal reaction stream at 8 o'clock. But obviously it'll just be an end of season. We won't be talking about future transfers because there aren't any to do now. And then that will pretty much be it for the season. I will be doing Euro 2024 fantasy content. That won't be until probably the start of June because realistically, there's no point in going too heavy on it straight away anyway. And then that's it until next season when we'll do all this all over again. Hopefully, by the time I next do an FPL video, England will have won the Euros, or I'm pretty sure FPL will come out before the Euro ends, but we'll see. We'll see. No Captain Salah. Kind of want to do that. Hello from the Etihad. Thank you. I wonder if that's someone in my son's football team. I don't want to say good luck to Man City. I hope they see a few goals, but I don't necessarily want Man City to win. All right. England's not winning. Yeah, probably. But, you know, a man can hope. All right, I'm just going to call the dog out. I'm just going to mute it because, I mean, the way you talk to your dog is probably something you never really want to be. You never really want someone to hear that. And also, I'm not going to just shout down the mic. But let me just call her out. I'll see if she comes up. She'll be wondering why I'm calling her. So she might not come up. And usually the door's shut, so she can't get out. Not while we're not downstairs. Come here. I think I heard her get up. I don't know if she's actually coming. Hang on. I can hear her tapping her feet downstairs. I might have to just go and get her. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I could hear her get up and walk. She's not even moved from her spot. And I've just walked into the front room and she's looking at me like, you are not moving me. So I'm just going to leave her there. She might come up later on. But she's tired. So I'd see if I can get her up here for the watch along stream or for the reaction stream later. But she'll come up for the watch along because she'll want feeding around 6, which is about when the matches finish. So she will come up then. Right now, she's really not bothered. So I'm going to leave her. I'm afraid. All right. Gonna... no, my wife's not here. It's talking about the dog for sure. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to shoot off because I need to get some lunch before the next stream. So if you want to join me for a watch-along, 3:45 UK time, right through until the match is finished, and then 8 o'clock for the knee-jerk stream. So thank you very much for watching. The deadline stream, the final deadline stream of the season. No tears yet. I will catch you again later. Good luck for anyone looking to push overall rank min leagues and stuff like that. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday if I don't see you. Otherwise, I'll catch you for one of the next 2 streams later on.